before
we hit the thing, that's domestic abuse. Yeah.
Hello,
Whoa.
everybody.
Whoa.
It is, what day is today? Thursday, October 28th, 2021.
Am I the only one that thinks it's Friday today?
It feels like a Friday. Like it definitely has that feeling.
We have the entire crew assembled here, except for Scooter. I think had a tornado warning, so he might get blown away during this broadcast.
Was it a warning or a watch?
Yeah,
I don't even know. Like,
There's
what's
a
the
big
difference?
difference as somebody lived in Kansas. Let me tell you.
That's hilarious.
We have this guy. What's your name again?
Brandon
Perna. Seems awake.
I realized I haven't even changed my logo on the clickbait intro. I was like, I'll fix this intro one day.
We have this other guy right here. The tree. Is that his name?
No, it's your holy deity, the tree.
Scooter, what's going on? Are you all right down there?
I forgot to switch this to public on YouTube, but what's up, guys?
It's
glad
fine,
to be
dude.
here.
Is everyone public? Let's
We live? Are we live?
Yes.
Barely.
Did this go start?
Tom, how's your pupper doing?
It's been a very long 2 weeks. It's been she's on the mend, but I gotta bring her to the vet every 2 days.
Didn't you say she's cancer free now?
In that, yeah. So she's cancer free. They got a lot of margins out of the surgery. $4,000 later, we're good, but she's got to go every 2 days to get her bandages redone because they can't sew it up because the wound is so big.
Now,
where it is. So.
Here's the thing, dude. It's $4,000, but money can't buy.
It's worth it. Nope.
Dog.
It's worth every penny. I'll get the money together. It's I'll stream more. It's fine.
You'll be good. You'll be fine. You've got YouTube bucks.
I'm just noticing something, Brandon. Your hair is not curly. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it done this week.
This week? Okay, we got a backlog of punishments here. Scooter has not reached out to Terrell Owens for a cameo, so that's one. Brandon's hair is surprisingly straight.
We were sick in this house, so it just didn't happen this week. Everybody in my house.
It kind of sounds like an excuse.
You don't get a perm unless you're 100% healthy. Everybody knows that.
That's like rule number one.
Thank you, Scooter.
Right. Yeah. There is a perm Bible, and rule number one is not to be sick.
Trust me, I'm going to perm the heck out of my hair. It's going to be so permed. People are be like, that. Just get off the screen. Get off the screen, please.
All right,
let's let you down, chat. I will not let you down.
So we have some topic. We actually have to do a show here. We can't just take care of our dogs and talk about our hair. Mark Davis, was it yesterday or today? First of all, I want to play this clip of Mark Davis for one because he looks like he went to school.
Back to school. Literally. He got a fresh new haircut.
Yeah, he has a backpack on, and it just looks amazing. Here we go.
Could have done the Oompa Loompa.
Yes.
Do you want to see a report?
Probably, yeah. I think that there should be. Yeah.
Did you let your
especially with some of the things that were, charged? Yeah, I believe so. I think people believe that deserve it, especially the people that were, quote, victims.
Okay, first of all,
it's Franklin coming over to play. He looks like Franklin the Turtle. That's all it is.
First of all, why is he dressed like he just got out of
And there we go. Not even.
I wasn't the first one that did this time. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. I did not complete the whole word.
It wasn't me.
I didn't complete the whole word. I just.
I don't care.
Can someone tell me why is it that certain people with a lot of money look like they don't have any money whatsoever. We'll start with the haircut. What is going on, brother? Listen.
There's an echo, by the way.
I'm not hearing it, but
someone is echoing. But my gosh, look, I understand putting on a backpack takes off 10 years, but what's the objective here? What's in the backpack that you can't make it make sense, chat?
I
It's
think he was
leftovers from PF
expecting.
Jennings. That's what it is.
I think he was expecting to leave with the Snyder report, and he just didn't get it. He's like, I'm gonna get my backpack. I'm gonna take that big report on those 650,000 emails. I'm gonna shove them all into this backpack. Then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna pay somebody to read them and tell me the findings.
Well,
I think he literally just left recess, and he was like, "All right, here's your juice box and your snack, and go to
pre-sun."
My backpack got 700 fruit roll-ups in it.
You just got finished playing kickball. Maybe
but that's why he has so much money, though, because he's obviously not spending it on haircuts, because he's just getting a bowl when he gets home and he's putting it on, and that's it. So that's why he's able to accrue all this money and wealth.
Like, he just keeps it in his backpack.
He goes to get a haircut, and he says, "What? What does he ask for?" He's just like, "Give me
the." He just goes home and he's just like, "Listen, when I got married, I'm assuming he's married, maybe not, maybe he's a single guy.
I think he's married.
They had a wedding registry, and on it was one bowl, and it was like a mixing bowl and a haircut bowl, and it was an all-in-one. It was practical, folks. It's called practicality. Look it up. Come on."
Gosh, imagine logging into the registry and being second, and you can't buy the haircut bowl for him.
How did he make his money? What?
His dad?
But
his dad owned the Raiders.
His dad owned the Raiders. I'd say that's a big one. It's
where the original wealth?
And manufacturing
in what profession?
Yeah. He sells backpacks on the street corner in Oakland, or actually in Las Vegas now. Pretty big market there for backpacks.
Now, my question to you is: if you are the backpack company who created that backpack that he is wearing, does your stock on after that?
To the moon.
I would say it would go up like Shiba.
Okay.
Coin.
So it's just going up.
So the Shiba coin's fallen off. So
as Brandon said, it'll take 10 years off, add minus 10 years on your age. And then all you need is a skateboard on your back, and you just say, "How do you do, kiddos?"
Yeah. And Scooter said that.
What does it look like?
Scooter, he had the joke.
What is his motivation for asking for this report to come out? Because is he mad that he lost his coach and he wants others to get? Is he like, if I'm not happy, everyone's unhappy?
He wants answers because, remember, that was Mark Davis's hire. He brought it back to bring back the glory days of his dad. John Gruden is a revered coach. You need to bring him back, get that good old Raider football back, even though, if you want to be completely honest, them getting rid of John Gruden might have been the best thing for that organization, because they look a lot better than they did under Gruden.
Gruden, games.
Mark Davis has a genuine complaint against the NFL in terms of the timing of all of this happening, which makes me think that maybe the NFL didn't actually leak the emails, because the NFL had this information months ago, right? The investigation wrapped up earlier in the summer. So Mark Davis's issue is like, why did you not bring this to my attention, at least behind the scenes, so I could have maybe handled this with John Gruden before the season started? Instead, they're 5 weeks into the season. Then he's basically force Gruden to resign. And then also, there's got to be more to this story. We all know that. We've already talked about it on this show. Tom and I've talked about it on GPS. I've made videos about it. Everybody's like, release the dang emails. But we all know that it's probably really messy. There's probably too many people from around the NFL involved in it. And if the NFL lets it get out, it's not going to be just a bad look for the Washington football team. It's going to affect a lot of organizations. And people are wondering why Roger Goodell's not doing anything about it. It's because all of the owners pay Roger Goodell's salary. He was making $44 million a year when we had the access to that information, when the NFL was a non-profit company. So he could be the guy that takes all the blame for the owners when stuff went bad. So he's not going to throw them under the bus. He never will, because he's employed by them. So it's a dumb, messy situation.
And
Mark Davis
also-
is one of the few owners who actually will call out things like this.
But
and
also, what
say-
is Mark Davis supposed to say? It's like you're asking him, should we release it? Is Mark Davis gonna be like, no, we should not release it? I don't. I think you guys did a good job.
Well,
I think
of course,
most
that's what
of
Jerry
the other
Jones
owners
said.
would say that.
I mean,
Okay,
Jerry Jones literally said that. He's just like, yeah, this. I'm speaking for all the owners here and saying I love the investigation that the NFL did. So, Scooter, I think you should be asking that question to your owner over there, bud.
Listen,
Next time you
Listen.
see him.
Just
I gotta do
get some
one
of those
thing.
contacts.
Right.
And be like, hey, Jerry, you're cool with how this got handled? Yeah, just a little bit.
I think we know why Jerry Jones is okay with how this is handled, and he might have a couple of his friends implicated. Who knows? Who knows what's in those emails? We don't know. Will we
like
ever
him.
know?
My thing is like, what's it going to take to get Dan Snyder out of this league? Personally, for me, as
Murder.
a Giants fan, I hope he's
We've
the
got to catch him of murder.
Yeah, I hope he continues to run the team forever.
Exactly.
I
He's
love the
doing
way
a
he
great job.
Yeah.
I just wanted to reward the NFL with the greatest award ever for defeating racism and having an excellent investigation. Thank you. This is like from 2013, but it accepts the NFL graciously accepts this award.
Is that the medal you got after you walked the 5K for the show?
No, actually, but I should make one up.
At the edge of the park, and they're like, "Tree, this is for you." You're not gonna be here.
And then he hands him a fried chicken, a drumstick, and he's
Drumstick?
like,
Not even no turkey drumstick, man. Thanks.
"Yeah, that's right." It'd even be better if it was a midget in a tuxedo that hands it to him. But, anyways, speaking of Jerry Jones, this is an awkward segue. All right, Dak Prescott is banged up. He's a little hurt. Should he even play, Scooter, this weekend in a matchup that the Cowboys should win? Should Dak risk his future season? This could be a magical season.
Gotta think of the future, Scooter.
Yeah,
It could be a very magical season. You look at the standings. We're 3.5 games ahead of every team in the NFC East.
Wow.
Listen, this is a call for people who know more information than I do. Okay, this is going to come down to what's the medical staff saying, right? Like, what are the coaches saying? I'm not there watching the practices. I don't know how the rehab is going. So I defer to people who know more information. I don't know how long this injury takes. I don't know where he's at in his rehab, but to the people who do, I trust them to make the right call. I think regardless, we will beat the Vikings with or without Rain Dakota Prescott. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we're built this year.
Wow.
Who's the backup? Is it Ben DiNucci?
No, it would be Cooper Rush. It would be Rush Hour. Rush Hour. Just hand the ball.
You'd be better off with Cooper Kupp at your starting quarterback.
Gucci
than Cooper Rush.
DiNucci. Put in the
Yeah.
gooch.
The only rush that's going to be happening is diarrhea spewing out of the offense. That's what's going to be happening.
Put in the
One chip
gooch.
challenge.
Sorry, I had to.
One chip challenge.
Yeah, that's what it is. One chip challenge.
I think if Dak is hurt at all, he should sit because I would very much like to see the Vikings upset the Cowboys on whatever date that they're supposed to play.
I think you go 5D chess 5. I don't think you're going far enough. I think the Dallas Cowboys lose every single game as long as they are one ahead of the division, so they get the lowest seed possible, and then they surprise everyone and just destroy them. That way, Scooter loses his bet, so I'm happy. The Cowboys are able to get in the playoffs, and then after all of that scheming, they still get knocked out of the wild card. I think everybody wins there. Everybody wins.
Yes, America wins.
America always wins.
I think they lose
That's
this
why
week
they're
to the
called.
Vikings,
That's
even
why
if
they're
Dak
called
plays.
America's team, because when they lose, America wins.
Yeah,
So,
and just
guys-
like America's team, it's caught in a supply chain issue, and that's the Dallas Cowboys.
So real quick, what are you guys going that game? Cowboys versus Vikings with a 80% Dak. Who wins that game? What do we think?
Cowboys really
I say Cowboys.
all
Cowboys.
the way. Yeah.
Okay. Tom?
Tom would say Vikings.
Yeah,
But he's not
I
here right
picked
now, so
on paper the Vikings to win this week, regardless.
it's true.
I think the
Wow.
Vikings are an underrated team on the rise, and it's not even that the Cowboys
Hold
are
on.
bad. Or
Major
anything.
factor, though.
I think they're very good.
Major
Why
factor.
would you say the Vikings? What? Finish your thought, Brandon. Why?
Because Dak's not 100%. And I think Vikings have a running game that's on par with the Cowboys. They've got legit receivers on par with the Cowboys. Here's the X factor. It is a primetime game, and it is Kirk Cousins. So
And it's not Monday, so he'll play well.
He plays well on Sunday night. I know that anytime it's a primetime game and it's Kirk Cousins,
Mondays are the kryptonite. He won his first Monday night game last season, so and that was a
Detroit,
big
right?
deal for Vikings fans. That was their Super Bowl. So
I just think the Vikings really need a win. Cowboys getting a little comfortable. They need a little adversity. So they're
I
going
think it's a trap game.
And Mike McCarthy versus an NFC North team.
Might get scared.
We know he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers, and I think NFC North has Mike McCarthy's number. So
I don't know.
Pull that out of nowhere.
Speaking of other teams, because this segue
That was a great transition.
Yes,
Speaking of other teams in the NFL,
Speaking of football, let's talk about more football. J.J. Watt, allegedly his season could be over. He has a bum shoulder. I think it's a good thing that he's not missing time this year for something else like his leg or his nose being broken again. But speculation is that he's going to miss the remainder of the season for surgery. Does this derail the Arizona Cardinals' potential Super Bowl run, not having J.J. Watt?
I thought when he went to the Cardinals, it was weird. Like, it was just like an odd decision, random. Why the Cardinals of all places? But I think this goes back to a larger issue. Have you guys looked at how J.J. Watt trains? Like his philosophy and everything? This dude, just watch a video, just Google J.J. Watt and how his philosophy on training, really in life in general. This guy goes ham. I'm talking about over the top ham, where he's like, I have only 10 to 12 years of football life left, so I'm only gonna eat the best food, and I'm gonna train. I'm gonna go. It's just no wonder he's getting injured, because he's pushing his body so hard all the time.
You think it's that?
I honestly do. I think this man is pushing his body all the time. I watched one thing, and he's like, listen, I don't eat out. I eat the right stuff all the time. And I think it's catching up to him, honestly.
But wouldn't that be counterproductive? Because you do have nutritionists on the teams, you do have personal trainers on the team, you have all these things, and his production is still like decent. It's nothing like it was a few years ago. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with being I have a shelf life as a defensive
There's
end
nothing
in the
wrong
NFL.
with that. But when I was hearing rest, recovery, there's an off season. He doesn't take an off season though. So
he goes and plays hockey.
It's interesting. I honestly think he's just his body is just doing too much, and we're seeing the breakdown of his body. I'm not sure though. I could be wrong, but if you listen to this man,
Wisconsin boy,
how he trains, it's just bro, no wonder this stuff is happening. Give your body a break, relax, go on a vacation. It's okay. It's okay.
What's crazy is he played for more than half of the game, and then it came out today that he tore his labrum, his bicep, and his rotator cuff. So that's why he's got to get shoulder surgery.
Dislocated it.
Yeah,
that was the least important one.
It dislocated and tore all of those things. I get what Scooter's saying about overtraining, and I think if anybody's an example of the opposite of that, it's Tom Brady, who basically treats his body like a temple in terms of stretching. He does more stretching than he does lifting, and
Stretching actually works out in
That's the
terms of
way.
preventing
Maybe
injuries.
that's the
Yep.
way. He's got 7 rings and JJ Watt has none. So who's the smart man now?
But
the question is, who's the better quarterback, JJ Watt or Tom Brady?
yeah, I think JJ
clearly
Watt's a better
J.J.
quarterback for sure.
I take
JJ Watt's throwing a few passes.
It also helps that Tom Brady doesn't play defensive end.
But like, is this the end of JJ Watt? Is it the era of TJ Watt?
He could come back if the Cardinals are in the AFC championship game or NFC champ. God, I don't know football.
Yeah.
If
You're-
the
all right,
Cardinals
you're
are in the
fine, Stephen A.
championship game, in theory, he could be back for that and the Super Bowl. And I think he's the type of guy who would come in and contribute right away. You wouldn't worry about all the time he missed. And I don't think he's going to affect their chance. Like he's a key piece to that defense. Like he's not getting the sack numbers, but he's getting the pressure and commanding the attention that I think helps a lot of the defense. But the Cardinals have too many weapons, too many pieces right now that I don't think like this sucks, but I don't think it's going to derail what they're doing. It might help the Packers, who are really banged up tonight.
By the way, guys, I got to go in like 5 minutes. I got to catch a flight to Arizona to go play wide receiver. So like, because they got no one else.
Put him in, coach. All right, I want to ask another question related to the Cardinals. Does being the last undefeated team mean anything in the NFL anymore? Urinating Tree answered that.
Oh yeah, of course. We know we talk about last year, the Steelers. We will not mention that ever again. But I don't think it does because it's about late season momentum. The Giants were terrible in 2007. They won a Super Bowl. The Steelers had a rough start to 2005, win a Super Bowl. Couple years ago, too, New England Patriots have question marks, gain momentum, win a Super Bowl. So it's not even about how a team does early in the year. It's about how they finish and the opponents they face, how healthy they are heading into the postseason, and that will lead to a team doing well or not.
To counter your point, hey.
This is why you overtrain. This is why you overtrain your body.
Stop! I'm slightly my shorts are getting tighter.
Hey,
JJ Watt is a good-looking man. Hot damn! I don't think I've ever seen him with his shirt off. Damn, he looks good. Good for him.
This is how we bring in the female audience.
This is like bringing the full audience.
It's like 4.
I'm distracted now by what you're. To contrast that, I think the 98 Broncos won 12 straight to start the season and still won a Super Bowl. There's been other teams that have gotten off to hot starts and did really well. I think what was it? There was one Cowboys team that went like 13-3, and they how did that end?
Listen, you're asking the wrong questions.
I'm so happy you didn't bring up the Packers that you beat 5. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, the
for that.
15-1 team.
You're asking
thanks
the
for bringing
wrong
that
Mention
up.
it first, so it doesn't hurt me.
Okay, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And this year, I think the Cowboys are going to finish strong. I think this year will be a little bit different. We'll see.
As long as they
Cameron David
finish
Magruder,
strong.
stop
We'll see.
with the Cowboys stuff.
Did y'all know that Scooter has a Wikipedia page? I did not know
I
that.
do,
Wait,
bro.
Scooter,
Someone
your middle name is
updated.
David?
My subscriber count is like a year and a half old. Someone go update it right now. Stop playing.
Wait, is your middle name actually David?
Yes, it is. We found out in the dumpster fire. Cameron David Magruder.
My dad, who's a diehard Cowboys fan, his first name is David. That's phenomenal. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go.
Scooter was named after your dad.
That's it.
Hey, wait, hold on. I got an interesting nugget here too, guys. I found out today that Mark Ingram's middle name is Valentino. Why are we not calling Mark Ingram Valentino? That is such a strong middle name.
That's up there with T.O.'s middle name.
When I hear the name Valentino, I just think of this.
What about Vita Vea's full name? How about that? How do you say that? Tavita Tualakiono Tui Piloto Mosesi Vahehi Fehoko Filete Vea. How's that for a word salad?
Like that's
You just made it up. You made it up.
I
How
just
did we get
served
here?
y'all a word salad. Eat that up. Vita Vea.
I
I'm
can
glad
bring
they
that up.
shortened it to Vita Vea. by the way. And Tom has left the show, everyone. Urinating Tree. There it is. Someone try Tree. Pronounce that entire name because I'm sure I butchered it.
I don't know. Tavita Toliaki ono tuipu lotu mosesi vahe vehoko faletao vitave. I probably.
That's pretty good.
Passover.
That was pretty
Wow.
good. T.O.'s middle name is El Dorado. That's T.O.'s middle
Where's
name.
the gefilte
Ooh.
fish? Someone bring me the and the afikomen now. It's
Taro?
Passover.
El
Thank you. That was a
Dorado?
great reference, Tom.
I got
Great.
you, buddy.
Oh.
I got you. I've been to like a couple Passovers.
Yeah. Oh, did a girlfriend drag you or why?
No, my two best friends are Jewish, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, there you go. I've participated in many. It's a very they leave the door open for Elijah the prophet to walk in, and he never walks in. Like it never
What
happened.
douche.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Never
religion,
shows up.
why don't we talk about the NFL trade right now?
There we go. Good segue. We're segueing.
Segways.
All right.
Segways.
This is how this segment works. Thank you, Scooter, for keeping us back on track. I'm going to call out everyone, and you got to tell me what your team needs to do at this trade deadline. Your needs, whether you need to be buyers, sellers, whatever. Brandon, you go first.
Well, after week 3, I had the audacity to think this team might be buying at the trade deadline. And technically, they made a trade earlier this week. So they were a buyer. They brought in linebacker Kenny Young. I think it's Kenny Young. Good God. Do I even know? Kenny Young. Yes, Kenny Young from the Rams, because the Broncos literally have like 5 or 6 linebackers on IR right now. So they just needed this player to make it through the season. And Kenny Young actually playing pretty decent football for the Rams. They got him for cheap. So that was a need. They addressed their biggest need. My thoughts are sell. Sell Pat Shurmur for whatever somebody will give for him. I know you don't usually sell offensive coordinators or trade offensive coordinators. I would trade Pat Shurmur just for a discount at another team's stadium on concessions at this point.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I
Like we
would take
talking
that
like
deal.
10%, 20%, 17%?
Yeah, 17. I like that because it's not
17%?
a
Okay, 17% discount. That's fair. That's fair.
We need help everywhere on. See, that's the thing. That's what's really confusing about the Broncos team. We've got all this talent on offense. Can't get consistent QB play to take advantage of great players. We've got an offensive coordinator doesn't put his players in positions to succeed. We should have a good defense, but since they're not getting any help from the offense, that's even questionable at this point. So
What was that cringe comment that Shurmur made today?
he was like, sometimes offenses don't score in the first half.
Some offenses just don't score in the first. Yeah, it's like some offenses don't score in the first half. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's not much scoring in the first half of games, and then all of a sudden halftime comes along and both teams score a lot. I don't know why that is. I doubt.
That's my offensive coordinator.
I don't know why my team don't score good.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't do checkdowns on 3rd and long.
Sometimes offenses don't score in the first half. Sometimes.
Did he ride the same bus that Mark
So
Davis
y'all-
took to school? Like,
Well,
So y'all
it's just also a former head coach of the Cleveland Browns. So you
Y'all need
have
to
to
trade
know what
for an
the-
offensive coordinator is what you're saying,
I
basically,
don't-
Brandon.
Oh, by the way, 5, wasn't this your old head coach?
don't bring that up. Don't
Sorry.
do that. Don't.
It's true, though.
Why? Why would you do that?
Some offenses don't score in the first half. He has some
You're bringing
experience
up-
with the
you're
offenses he's
bringing up
had.
Old stuff. Didn't you have some guy named Todd Haley or something? Like he was like your defensive coordinator.
No, he wasn't our offensive coordinator. He was offensively hitting people at Cadillac Ranch or Tequila Cowboy. That's what it was. He was having fun.
Who's that other coach that you hate? The old guy or whatever.
Randy Fichtner. Oh, Fichtner. He was just a mechanic. He's working at Coriopolis. He's taking care of my car on Friday.
Don't bring up old stuff. Scooter? No, wait. Actually, Tom. What should the Packers do? I'll save you for last, Scooter.
Well,
We know what you'll
here's
say.
the thing. Packers are a banged up football team, as everyone knows, because they got like everybody out right now. However, I would like to think like they're getting a little mini bye after this before they have to go and play the Chiefs. I think they're going to get healthy. There's actually, I'm going to hate that I'm going to say this. There is a move I think that they should make out there. And I think because I think he's only owed like $1.7 million, I say you take a shot on Brandon Cooks. Yes. Take a shot. Yes. He's going to be super cheap. You know, the Texans are selling off right now. You probably get him for like next to nothing. He's a speedy guy with MVS. You know, he's like kind of trying to get back. He's injured. They thought he would play tonight. He's not going to play tonight. You know, kick the wheels and see why not. Because Goody has been going like all in this year, there's definite other needs, especially at corner where we're really hurt right now. Jair is out. Kevin King is dealing with injuries, etc. But I think because there's not a strong market for veteran, you know, corners that are out there right now, I think a cheap, you know, well done trade for Brandon Cooks might be beneficial.
Has the Packers ever historically done this where they just all in at like this? Because they're typically a conservative organization.
They are. I mean, 3 years ago, 2018, you had them bring in, like, there was a big free agency haul with Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, Billy Turner, and Adrian Amos. Like, they brought them all in. We were like, oh my God, what is this? Like, it was crazy because, you know, Ted Thompson never did that. But then we did it like with like big guys like, you know, Charles Woodson, you know, Julius Peppers, you know, back in the day, like Reggie White. But I think that the Packers have definitely not strayed away from going to get like cheap talent this year and like trying to see if it works. And I mean, you look at currently the best inside linebacker in football, Devondre Campbell, who we're paying him like $3 million this year. So he's been like an amazing pickup. So, I mean, yeah, take a shot. Why not? I don't think they'll do it, but why not?
They need him. I'm glad you said that because I did a news episode today and I said one of the spots for Cooks should be the Packers. I kind of want to see him go back to the Saints along with Mark Ingram because they need the receiving help too, but it makes a ton of sense to add Cooks to, I mean, him being a man who can lead the Texans in receiving yards. He's got like over 500. Like with on any other team, that's probably 900 receiving yards. That's what Davis Mills throwing most of his passes to him.
Here's like what there's trepidation though, because like I feel like this happens every year. Like teams trade for Brandon Cooks and they're like, oh my God, he's so good, right? Like he's how many times did like teams trade a first round or a second round pick for him?
Yeah.
And
like
then
3
like,
or 4 times.
And then he'd do okay, and then he'd like fall off and be terrible. So like I'm not saying he's gonna solve like any problems. I'm just saying right this second, with a guy like MVS, who is our speedy guy, injured right now, maybe you take a shot.
Yeah. All right, Tree, what should the Steelers do?
Well, the Steelers, what they should do is get a new quarterback, but that's never happening. What they really should do is get depth. They need depth on the defensive line with Alualu out. They'll probably need a backup linebacker. I'd say probably a new trade at cornerback as well. They're probably going to want to buy because, I mean, they're still 3-3. They still think they can make a push, and I mean, so be it. Maybe a wide receiver. Because Juju's out, they don't really trust James Washington. They might actually trade him off to somebody for like a 5th or something like that. But I think they might do probably more buying than selling. That would be my thinking.
Yeah, Steelers disillusionment.
They're hardcore disillusion. I've been saying this for years.
It's a syndrome. It's a sickness. I'll do the Giants. I think that they should stand pat on almost everything except for trading Evan Ingram for whatever they can get for him, which is
Pat Shurmur.
probably a 6th. Yeah, which is Pat Shurmur.
No, he's a Pro Bowler. You're going to get like a 4th or a 3rd. Think high.
Last year.
Pro Bowler Evan Ingram with the hands.
It's just pretty clear that they should sell, but they won't. Like they have kind of the excuse of, oh, everyone's banged up. We really don't have a gauge on what this team is. You know, they're obviously going to fire Gettleman in the offseason. They're going to bring in a new GM with 2 first-round picks, 2 high first-round picks possibly, and they should start preparing for that. But maybe they don't. I don't know. They need to get rid of Nate Solder in a bad way, and they need to get rid of all these other cruddy pieces that they brought in, but they won't. It won't be as bloody as last year. And now, Scooter, what should the Cowboys do in preparation for their first-round playoff exit?
In preparation for our Super Bowl run, I'm glad you asked, we should stand pat. there's going to be a lot of pressure for the Cowboys to potentially trade someone like Michael Gallup. Right, Gallup's been out, he's been injured, and we've won without Gallup. But that doesn't mean we should just trade him away, because there's going to be more injuries this season. We don't know what's happening. Football is a game of injuries, and the Cowboys have been very, very fortunate that injuries have not struck our team like it has in past seasons. So if I'm the Cowboys, I'm definitely not getting rid of anyone on this team. I'm keeping our core intact, and that includes Michael Gallup on our way to the Super Bowl victory.
Super what?
You heard me.
Yeah.
You heard it. The only question is, who will we be playing?
This is the only medal you're going to win. The NFL award for beating.
Is it going to be like the Bills, or is it going to be like the Chargers?
Cowboys, Bills rematch,
I don't know.
and the Bills win.
I'm not sure.
The Bills win 4 straight Super Bowls against the Cowboys.
Imagine.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Imagine. It would make for some great reaction videos. I'll say that.
Plus,
I will be
Dallas-
sad though. I will be sad.
Dallas got rid of basically the most expendable player they had in
Jason
Jalen
Garrett.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, they got rid of Garrett. You know what's horrible is supposedly there's been like some names coming out that the Broncos might be interested in as head coach, and Jason Garrett is one of them.
What's
Brandon,
even
quick
crazy?
question. Would you trade Pat Shurmur for Jason Garrett straight up right now?
Yes, I would, just to see if anything changes.
And another point that I failed to mention in talking about the Cowboys, we're getting so many players back now too. We had this bye. Dak got a chance to heal up, but not only that, Lyle Collins is back now. One of our best offensive linemen, he's back. And I guess Mike McCarthy has some type of backbone, because he said, Lyle, you don't just get your starting job back. You thought you got to earn that back. I don't know what y'all were doing in Green Bay, but Lyle, you got to earn your starting job back. Kelvin Joseph, one of the cornerbacks we drafted, has played 0 games. He's healthy now. So we're going to see that 6 foot, and Nashawn Wright, we're going to see all these guys now. I'm excited.
Was Collins suspended?
These guys haven't played.
Was
And now they're
Collins
about to play.
suspended?
Who's playing Words with Friends?
Lyle Collins was suspended, yeah,
For PEDs, right?
for refusing to take a test.
Yeah. So not only do you get him back, you get a guy who's been cheating back, who's been juicing his body. So
I mean,
That's like
we don't know. He
Got a
just-
lot of back knee.
He just didn't want to
So
take the test. He didn't want to
So
take
he
the test.
refused the breathalyzer in the
He was
field.
like,
basically.
he was like, it's just too much. It's just too much.
All right, let's go to another story that I really liked. Was Mike Tomlin was linked to the USC, or Dan Patrick really tried to stretch this link between Mike Tomlin and the USC Trojans. Let's play the clip. Let's find it here, and then we'll give our thoughts on it.
Guys, I don't have time for that speculation. I mean, that's a joke to me. I got one of the best jobs in all of professional sport. Why would I have any interest in coaching college football? That'll be the last time that I address it. And not only today, but moving forward. Never say never, but never. Okay? Anybody else got any questions about any college jobs? There's not a booster with a big enough blank check. Anyone else? All right. Thank you. Anybody asking Sean Payton about that? You know, anybody asking Andy Reid about stuff like that?
Mic drop. Literal.
Tom didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I was just running routes, guys. Run routes.
That was a
Enough
mega.
is enough. I've heard enough foolishness. He said, go ask Urban Meyer some questions. Stop asking me.
Go
sick
ask
of-
Bobby Petrino questions like
My
that.
question is, like, why would Mike Tomlin leave near unlimited job security, and why would he have to deal with the BS of recruiting?
Because
Like that
recruiting is
alone.
easier than drafting. That's what I would say.
My biggest question.
No, you got to travel and deal with the stress of building relationships. I mean, with a Tomlin, I mean, it was just thrown out there randomly. It's like, oh yeah, Mike Tomlin might be interested in this.
Tom and I jumped into this on GPS, the Grassy Perna Show.
Hashtag GPS.
But see, this is where it came from because Carson Palmer is tied to USC. He's in on the discussions about the next head coach. He mentioned Tomlin's name on Dan Patrick. So Patrick followed up oh, Tomlin's interesting. And I think Carson Palmer thought it was kind of common knowledge that Tomlin was being discussed, and he wasn't. And this is Carson Palmer's reaction when he finds out that he might have said something he shouldn't have said.
That's pretty spicy with Mike Tomlin there. I like it.
Is that the first you've heard of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So that's why Tomlin was asked. Carson
Yeah,
Palmer
but
might
still,
have
it's
messed up.
even so with that loose connection, it's still a dumb question to ask. I'm not asking the question. I'm not really reacting to Mike Tomlin more than I'm reacting to reporters just continually getting stupider.
Well, I feel like
they're doing it just because they want the spicy story in the headline.
See, but Perna and I talked about this, but I disagree because no one would be asking about the USC job unless Carson Palmer brought it up. Perna said it best. The reason they're not asking all these other coaches is because Carson Palmer didn't mention those other coaches. He said Mike Tomlin's tied to it. So a reporter heard that and was like, hey, so is this true or not? So actually, the one I don't even blame the media for this one, but I can see why Tomlin got upset about it.
Could one of you tie me to the Mets GM job, please, so that I can be asked that question?
If I can get on Dan Patrick, I'll say, you guys haven't heard of 5 points for Mets GM? Oh,
yeah, I'd be more qualified than the last guy they had. Okay. If you know that story. All right, speaking of baseball, wow, $100 from a guy named Inject Chicken.
That's a really cool. Wow. Send it to me. Cool name.
Inject Chicken dropping $100.
Inject Chicken. If Inject Chicken were just inoculation, why not?
Is anyone watching the World Series at all?
Yes.
I haven't watched the games thus far.
Are the Braves winning?
Baseball go fast.
Tied 1-1. It's snake eyes, or as Peter would like us to call it, 1-1.
No, are we
bullpen to?
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta get in the arm barn. Build up my biceps.
Yeah.
Peter, you're obviously down what has happened. What for those who haven't watched? What happened game 1 and what happened game 2? Someone do a brief overview.
Game 1, Braves do pretty well. They get out to a 5-0 lead early. They win pretty easily. I think it was 6-1, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Game 2, exact opposite happens. Astros hit out early. I think they have a relatively stronger lead. Hold serve. It's a 7-2 victory for Houston. Games head to Atlanta starting on Friday. I think Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Monday. I think those.
And have the Astros been caught yet?
Yeah, they banged on the garbage cans.
No, that thing has been cleared apparently. So
the new way that they're cheating is by having really talented players on offense, like Carlos Correa and Jose Altuve, and it's basically a
new technology, LiDAR, radar. Yeah. I got you.
They are cheating severely. Oh, by the way, who's the pitcher that pitched with a broken freaking leg?
Charlie Morton, former part of Charlie
Morton broke his fibula and then pitched out the side. And got her done. Oh, Inject Chicken is after you, Mr.
Oh, damn.
He wants.
Oh, it wasn't me this time.
Oh, he's spreading it around. Who's getting spread around?
Scooter.
Scooter. No. We gotta think of some good punishments here. All right, we are going to wrap.
He broke it. Didn't he get hit in the shin, the leg?
Yeah, got hit in the shin with a ball.
Yeah, so he's like the J.J. Watt of pitchers, basically.
Yes. So his postseason is done, but he still got the side out with
badass.
With his leg broken, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not Kurt. I'm way tougher than Kurt Schilling and his fake bloody sock." Was basically what he said.
But was he on LSD too?
He was not on LSD
Dang
like
it.
Doc Ellis,
Dang
who pitched a no-hitter while high on a
So-
hallucinogenic, which
Did he
is
really?
I think what Scooter is on every time he talks about the Cowboys.
Wait. No,
For the
that's a real story?
non-MLB people,
Oh yeah.
low
That's the first time I've
MLB
ever been
knowledge,
interested in baseball.
who are you guys picking to win the World Series 3 and 5?
I say Astros in 6.
I would like the Braves to win it in 5. By the way, that's all.
Oh, he's spreading it again.
Yep.
Inject chicken's going hog wild. He's injecting that chicken
Who's getting
everywhere.
injected with some pollo. Mm-hmm. Who got it this time? Check your supers. Check your supers.
I think it might be Tom.
No,
I mean, we're still injected with chicken. We'll call us Los Pollos
Chicken is a member of the Grassi posse. Okay, so
well, not spreading it around.
He's
here.
spreading it mostly to you, Tom.
I
He
think it
got
was
me.
Scoots.
Inject chicken got me hard.
Oh, he got you. You just got injected.
I got
Injected with more than chicken, baby.
Wow. Okay. Last segment of the show. We're going to wrap it up. We might not make it a full hour, but who cares? We're going to do an extended preview of the game tonight. Green Bay Packers, half their roster is available right now because half of it is out. No Devontae Adams, no David Bakhtiari, no Jair Alexander, no Dezadarius Smith, no Marquez Valdez-Scantling, no Preston Smith, no Josh Myers, and unfortunately,
Preston
I
Smith
think
might play. Preston Smith might play.
I think Kevin King
Might.
will actually play. So
Preston
I'm sorry.
Smith and Kevin King, I think, were questionable last time I saw. You got no Josh Myers out there either. No Alan Lazard. Yeah, you got none of that. So our top 3 wide receivers are gone. So that means that it is Randall Cobb's time to shine, baby.
Oh, did I pick him up on fantasy? You bet your sweet buns I
Well,
did.
Randall Cobb. You might see some from the rookie, Amari Rogers. He might do from that.
Ooh.
He
He apparently can't send super chats.
Appreciate you, Inject. Appreciate you.
Sure, you can't.
Blocked him?
No.
What?
Yeah, I think you blocked him.
It just said Tom is free from this because I can't send super chats to him. Look at you, Tom.
Yeah,
Trying
you
to
blocked him.
strategize.
Yeah, you're spreading
I
him,
didn't
man.
block Inject Chicken. Inject Chicken donates to me all the time during my streams.
Yeah. I think it's a moral thing. He just
We
got
just been injected to this chick.
Whoa,
Mitch gave me a hundo, but
Good.
No, Inject literally was with us with when Perna and I went live last Thursday.
Oh yeah, inject chicken.
All of
Basically.
us dressed like the village people for
I think
Halloween.
that should be a punishment, though. Some type of costume punishment.
That should have been for today, though.
Yeah, I know. We should have.
Yeah.
We should have thought
People
about it.
under-
But
should have
Brandon
dressed up as
Perma.
our
Tom should do the
favorite
head and
entertainer.
shoulders costume still.
Brandon Perma should have had permanent hair. But that's no. Inject Chicken has been injecting us. So who's going to win
Packers-
tonight?
The Packers'
Tom.
new slogan is "No players, no problem."
I think I think the favor is definitely in the Cardinals. There's so many weapons on offense. We're so injured on defense. Our offense is banged up. But we are undefeated without Devontae Adams under Matt LaFleur. That is a stat. And I think I forgot who said it on the Cardinals, but they said basically with Devontae being out, it forces Rodgers to play a cleaner game because they're not going to force the ball to him all the time. So I think you're going to see a lot of Aaron Jones. And if we are going to win this football game, it's going to come down to the defense trying to slow down Kyler Murray. I think it's possible. I mean, I still pick the Packers because I'm a Packers fan, but
Because you're a homer.
yeah. So, but it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough
Brandon,
game.
who's going to win this game tonight?
Probably Arizona.
Screw you, Perna.
Listen to
Hey,
Yeah, I say Arizona too. I'm sorry, Mr. Tom Grossi, but you're going to suffer through the immaculate wrath of drowned cheese.
Look, this is if the Packers win. I think Aaron Rodgers catapults himself to the forefront of the MVP conversation yet again.
That's right.
Because I like this. It's going to be insane if the Packers win this game. So, and Rodgers going to just have to ball out. Got to have to
Either
ball so
way.
hard.
Either way, the Cowboys win after tonight's game. Okay? Because not only you have the opportunity for one of the teams who is ahead of the Cowboys right now to get an L, making us closer to our goal of home field advantage. Either way, I'm happy. All
I
right?
love it.
Go out there, Packers.
Scooter.
You finished?
Scooter, tell us who you think's going to win between the Cardinals and the Packers. Guys, let me
think-
tell you about the Cowboys for a second.
I think, honestly, though, Kyler Murray is a beast. So no team has really been able to slow down Kyler Murray.
49ers.
I don't really think the Packers, with all those injuries Tom was saying, is going to be able to do it. Good luck. Good luck, though. Have fun. Good luck.
Yeah, the line is -6, and I'm usually very conservative, but I like taking Arizona and the points tonight. It's also only -280. I think the Green Bay is just too banged up, and DeAndre Hopkins is in for tonight, so he's going to be out there, and he's going to abuse Kevin King like I don't know. I can't think
might be
of
on him.
What's that?
Eric Stokes might be on him, and Eric Stokes is a rookie, but he's been playing phenomenal. He's been going up against like top receivers. So
Hopkins has tricks. I'm just saying, like, I think this is not, I wouldn't say an easy win for Arizona, but I think they cover and they also outright win.
By the way, I just want to confirm while I was staring at my computer so intently, is I just went through all of my blocked users, and Inject Chicken is most definitely not on there. So ain't no cheating going on in
he's
here.
Lying. So he's manipulating
It's
the
not that
outcome
I think
of
again, he's a member of the Grossi Posse, so it might just be like I can't because
Maybe he changed his name.
I'm thinking Scooter in a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit might be a just punishment.
Ooh, that sounds sexy.
Yeah. Speaking of sexy, hold on.
He's got a good idea too.
Uh-huh.
Dude, if I shaved my chest hair, I'd look just like JJ Watt.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Questionable.
I was thinking the same thing.
Questionable. Yeah. All right. I think it's time to do the countdown. We're gonna wrap up early a little bit.
Ooh, early day for us.
Early day because it was a slow news cycle.
All we get is Deshaun Watson apparently almost being traded to the Miami Dolphins and nothing happening there.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson has approved a trade to Miami if they can work out a deal. Carolina's pulled out. Tua's been rumored to Houston or Denver. That's got pulled out. A Washington football team apparently is known for him. What do you guys think about giving up on Tua Tagovailoa so quickly? Scooter, do you think Tua should be giving another chance, or are they screwed?
Listen, I don't know. I don't know, and that's why I'm not paid the big bucks over there, because it's like, to me, I'm looking at like how they handled Rosen, right? Rosen just getting passed around the league, and now it seems like Tua might be getting ready to do the same thing, like a Tua tour. I don't know though. I think they might have. They need to give him a little bit more time though. Literally give him a little bit more time. He's been injured. He hasn't even played like really a full season. Almost. So if it were me, I would give him a little bit more time.
I think though it's so rare that the Tannehill situation happens. Like it's only happened once, and everyone uses Ryan Tannehill as the example. Is there another example of a QB that got traded and just became like? I mean, obviously Brett Favre was traded before he got a start really in Atlanta. Is there another example of a 2 or 3 year starter that gets traded and goes on to just ball? I don't think so.
Jake Plummer was pretty good.
Right now, we're about to witness it. Part 2. Joe Flacco is going
the arm
to
punt master. Sure.
I think everyone is forgetting about Josh Rosen, guys. I'm pretty sure he's killing it in flag football right now. So.
Hey, Josh Rosen is the equivalent of a joint. Puff, puff, give to Miami. Puff, puff, give to San Fran. Puff, puff, give to Atlanta. Puff, puff, give to the AAF.
What about Kirk Cousins with the Vikings? Like,
dude, he won divisions. He won a division in Washington, which should be like Hall of Fame worthy. Okay,
Adam, would you take Tua right now over Dan Jones?
No, not even.
Oh,
Tua,
I'd take Tua.
No, Tua's banged up. He's always
rather have Daniel Jones or Tua. Make your picks right now, chat. Leave a
Steve
comment.
Young from Tampa Bay, Doug Williams.
Daniel
but
Jones
I'm saying
or Tua.
Benny Testaverde.
Your bets, chat.
But those guys were actually good. Like Tua has not proven that he's good. I'm talking about someone that was trash, gets traded to somewhere else, and then is automatic.
Steve Young. Steve Young was terrible trash in Tampa Bay.
Okay. That's true. But he got to sit behind Joe Montana.
Oh, this is a
For, like,
great question. Would
4
you rather
years.
have Daniel Jones or Tua?
Y'all
As you-
tripping. I would take Daniel Jones is more athletic than Tua. Okay.
Well, Daniel
That's the
Jones
most
is probably
athletic
getting
one.
traded at the
Uh-oh.
offseason, so.
Oh, baby. Let's
Jim
go,
B's
Jim
showing
B.
up. Stop
Let's
clicking.
go, Jim B.
Oh, that's your mod. That's biased. That's some
Damn right.
bias.
Damn right.
That's
Let's go.
rigged.
Daniel
Rigged.
Jones is a running back.
Rigged.
Daniel Jones can throw. He just has no
Daniel
pocket.
Jones should move to running back.
All right.
You know what? I actually don't disagree with that. It's
You
just
won't
so
tweet
Saquon
that?
could be like, you see what I
Christian,
deal
that's
with?
another good one.
You won't tweet it.
Matt Schaub.
I'll
Okay.
tweet
Rich
Daniel
Gannon.
Jones as a
Rich
running
Gannon
back.
was another good one, too.
No,
Brad
Rich Gannon
Johnson?
was good with the Chiefs. They kept
Well,
Elvis
remember,
Grbac.
he was with the Vikings for a bit, too.
Yeah. The Chiefs were like, Rich Gannon's playing really well, but we need to roll with Elvis Grbac. And then they sent
Grbac
Gannon
and
to the
Steve
Raiders and
Bono.
went to a Super Bowl and then lost.
Good old Elvis. All right, let's do the countdown because if it doesn't continue to happen, I like how is NOK is that Japanese currency?
New
or
Orleans,
Korean?
Norwegian.
New Orleans.
Norwegian.
Close, Adam. You were close.
Listen,
We're at 25 seconds until it's done. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
Donate to Grossi.
This is the countdown you've been waiting for. Oh, yeah.
Norwegian kroner.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Just go
Tom
to
is a
Brandon
Norwegian
Furnace
kroner.
thing and buy the
You're a
shirt.
Norwegian
Oh,
kroner.
yeah.
Cam Newton.
Norwegian.
Yeah.
Let us
pray.
I think we should all agree right now that whatever the punishment is for this is for next episode, it's a costume based punishment.
I don't think we should agree to that. I don't.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. Well,
Personally,
gotta
I
call
don't.
it right now.
I don't
I'm
agree.
gonna go first. Thanks to Inject Chicken, the Rammers Line, John Herzog, and Gadzooks, my 4 super chatters, I received $123.
Hey, that's not bad.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Jesus.
My chicken was injected. Uh-oh.
Let's go,
Jimmy.
What are y'all doing?
Oh my God, Studer.
What are y'all
Oh, man, I feel
doing?
okay.
And why?
Tudor
Like-
McPooper.
Like why?
Brandon.
Oh, I am safe. Thank you guys for the super. Steve, Sandra, Inject Chicken, Garrett with just $156.92.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Tree.
I've got a few here. I got to thank a few guys. Alabama Gamer, Harald Grundejarn. They're from Norway. God bless. Inject Chicken. I have a bunch of other guys too. I am Bagel2268, and unfortunately a bunch of other guys I can't get to. Much appreciated. I am a mere 278.69, so I am absolutely blessed. I am not winning.
Ooh, that was close. That was a close one, guys.
Twitter, what do you
Wow.
at?
All right.
Man.
That's been clickbait. We'll see you guys
you
back
at?
next Thursday. All right. Good show, guys. Good show.
Scooter.
All right.
Tom.
So to culminate, the donations from Jimmy, Turnt Snacko, Jim B, Jerwa, and 2 Point, as well as Inject Chicken, who was wilding. We are at $713.
You need this medal. You've won.
Uh-huh.
You've won the race.
Yep, you beat me, buddy. Holy crap.
I don't know
Ron,
what you guys
you've
are
won.
doing.
You've won the
and
NFL award for defeating Grossi and probably racism too. So
I'm
300. I got
congratulations.
$369. By the way, $369.
Can I like?
Wow.
Can I denounce the money and transfer it to you guys? Like, can I just?
No, you can't. You got to eat it. You got to eat that
Not
money.
an STD.
It's like
Scooter.
Squid Game. It's Squid
No,
Game.
no,
You
it's
keep the
not.
money. You can do whatever you want with it. Except
Plus, we
it's not
already have.
40 billion.
Okay, well,
won.
that's a big dono. So this got to be a grand old punishment here.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit, please.
No, it's Packers cheerleader outfit.
Packers cheerleader
coming
outfit.
from Grossi Mods.
Yeah. And Scooter has to cheer for the Packers. He has to do a cheer for the Packers.
Yes, that's it. Packers pom poms.
Go.
And a little
Packers,
cheerleader
go.
outfit, and you'll just have to do a Packers cheerleader cheer.
Packer, so I'm
Can you
dressed
dig?
like a Packers cheerleader.
Which, by the way, Packers don't have actual cheerleaders because we just actually use the high school teams. So true story.
Is that
No, I
legal?
thought you used the inbred mountain people from Green Bay. I thought that's what you used.
Inbred mountain people kicked your ass, so I don't even want to hear it, Tree.
Well, hey, we have our inbred mountain people need to improve in that
Anyway,
regard. So that's
Scooter,
all.
yeah, so we gotta get a Packers cheerleaders outfit, some pom poms, and we gotta get a custom cheer for the Green
Listen.
Bay Packers.
Because I am secure in my masculinity,
Yep.
I will buy a Green Bay Packers cheerleader outfit with some pom-poms and do a little cheer for you guys. And maybe I'll have T.O. talk about that in his cameo I buy as well. Maybe we'll include that in there.
Is it gonna be this one? Hold on. I want to see that, please. I would very much like that outfit.
Oh, put it back up. Let me see.
Jalen Smith Packers jersey.
00, please. Mm-hmm.
Scooter, you can pull that off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably could. Also known as the Cowboys' hopes in the playoffs.
Actually,
Cowboys
this one, I think. Hold on. Let me save this one here.
Scooter's been talking about how good intermittent fasting has looked, so that body's got to be. It's gonna be toned. It's gonna be looking good. So finally, we get the reveal. No.
Can those pants keep everything at bay?
Burnout. Why do you look like a conehead?
She's got the baseball in the cap.
Can it please be the second one? Can it please be?
Why?
It's gotta be this. It's gotta be this all day.
Anyone watch this show?
The goal is to get that episode demonetized.
You can get it at Walmart.com for $24.88.
Wow.
I'll send you a link, buddy.
Mass profits for Scooter. And all he has to do is compromise his dignity.
Oh, dude, I compromised my dignity
have no
long
dignity.
ago, dude. I had to do that Applebee's crap. You're doing that.
True that.
Oh, I just posted the link. Hold on.
Okay, that is true. He did have to. He did have to.
I had to eat Applebee's.
This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad.
You know what I would love to see too? I would love to see the pupper, like your pupper Scooter, like in one of those cheerleading outfits too, and you just do something choreographed like together. It'd be great. It'd be wonderful.
Can
I'll see
your
what I can do.
girlfriend do the makeup? That's what I also want.
I'll see what I can
Get
do.
a little bit of eyeshadow going on, please.
You could be a
End this
Redskins cheerleader.
episode right now before I have to do something more egregious.
All right. Yes. Does anyone have anything going on?
Tom Grossi will be streaming tonight, of course, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll have the post game right after that, like 3 o'clock in the morning. So
I might watch
it's gonna be a late night, folks.
Yep.
Late night for Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I already did my video today, so don't
Yeah,
even try to
we
tell
got
me.
11 a.m. Eastern.
I'm
Week 8
working
reactions
on
coming out.
Penn State, Illinois, greatest game, but hoping to have it out in the next few days. So,
Do you have
working
any
on that right now?
commercials with celebrities coming up, Scooter?
No, but we did just finish the CD Lamb shoot. So if you want to go see that, Walmart. It's up on all my socials. Shout out to Walmart Plus and Head and Shoulders coming through crucially.
Reference for an infant.
Yeah, I knew that was for an infant. That's why I was like,
That's what I was wondering, like the underwear looked like a diaper,
That's more of a W. I need to see the bloomers. I just gotta go down.